But so over the last 6 years, we have sat back and waited patiently as Jake Paul knocked out retired plumbers, senior citizens, and former professional athletes who had nothing.
Niggas said retired plumbers is crazy. But those were athletes though too as well. That wasn't a retired plumber. That what he called what's this dude name? The MMA fighter? Yeah, because that was the wrestling dude.
To do with boxing. In the one fight he had with an Instagram boxer, the guy got dog walked.
The winner by split.
Tyson Fury's little brother, someone that grew up in boxing, or you? Just because he had like an Instagram and I think made a reality TV show appearance don't mean he's not a Fury. So, I know you want to dump on Jake Paul, but you don't have to like down the people that he's going against in order to make him seem like he ain't shit. He ain't on the level of a professional boxer like that has over 10 fights. That's clear. Right? Yeah, the fight with him and Mike Tyson didn't make no damn sense. The other fights made sense. It was like equal footing. But for some reason, people want to see Jake Paul get crucified and demolished, so they want him to fight people in the. That sounds so dumb. That sounds so. If a YouTuber's like, all right, I want to start playing basketball today. All right, why won't you play against LeBron James? The fuck? That the level is way different, right? But I don't have a problem with him fighting MMA fighters. I think he should have stuck to that. And other people that are on his level within boxing, it's just that if he was to do that, those people don't have a name, so the fight won't sell. It's still a business. All right, so yeah, I take it as just pure entertainment. Jake Paul is an entertainment boxer. I'm not trying to see him get dog walked necessarily, but he did get beat up this past weekend. That's facts.
But since then, he has been steadily climbing back up the ladder. And to be honest, most of the time, he is still primetime entertainment. Now going into this fight with Anthony Joshua, who was supposed to be Tank Davis, was like going from Weenie Hut Central to the Salty Splatoon. And that's no offense to Tank, but damn, this guy Joshua is just massive. It's obviously just a whole nother level of power, and many thought this shit was going to turn into an anime.
Official prediction, what are you actually feeling? You told me yesterday 6-7, I wasn't sure if you were actually being serious.
Yeah, 5th, 6th round knockout. I'm putting him to sleep.
So that was a fucking lie.
Now, even from the start, this should have been like a bad omen for Jake Paul that he was going to lose, hanging out backstage with 6ix9ine.
That's a W. Guaranteed W.
Apparently, at this point, 6ix9ine is on probation and potentially house arrest.
It's a matter of being crazy. Yeah, but I don't like
and they're showing off the ankle monitor. And yes, it was just a terrible idea to do the ring walk with 6ix9ine. It's like,
you bring 6ix9ine out, I know you just doing that for entertainment. Nobody ever took him seriously. I got videos calling out 6ix9ine when he first came out, and I just started YouTube with me and a group of friends, and we all calling him out like, this nigga's faking. This is all just not this entertainment. Because we remember like when he first came out. So I don't think that I would have took this seriously. From the jump. This nigga got a Hulk Hogan outfit on. Right? Shout outs to Hulk Hogan. Walking out with Tekashi 6ix9ine. That just says, I just want people to be mad because 6ix9ine is another person who monetized hate. It's just like, hey, let's just monetize the hate. And you know what? Even if he got beat up, he made a lot of money. But he got fucked up. It sounds like I'm defending him. I'm not. I'm defending the entertainment aspect of it.
The 2 or I guess 3 most obnoxious people you've ever seen, with Logan Paul there in the background trying to get his 15 seconds of fame. I mean, seriously guys, Tekashi 6ix9ine's music.
So he fucked around and found out, yeah. I don't think he should have accepted this match. Keep fighting MMA people. And athletes. Like fucking basketball players and shit. That is fun. People are entertained. if you're a real boxing fan, you know that the most entertaining fights is in the amateurs because they going at it. Amateurs fight like it's their last. And they're like, amateurs, I don't know if it's the fear, them niggas be getting it in. If you go and watch like the Golden Gloves or anything like that, they be scrapping. So it just should have just been entertainment. This motherfucker thought he was a real boxer for some reason. Right? Thought that he could go in there with Anthony Joshua and got mangled.
In the big 2025.
The size difference too. Oh my gosh.
Also should have been another bad omen for Jake, as he would receive the patented Drake curse, as he would put $200,000 of stakes money down for that $1.6 million payout that was never going to come. Now, throughout the fight, guys, Jake actually did get some licks in.
He did get some good shots.
That was probably the best one.
There's differences. You think Anthony Joshua can't take that? It's like, if you're bigger too as well, you can absorb a little bit more. Maybe even a lot a bit more. And people know that. In gyms, they know that too as well. So they try to hit bigger people as hard as possible. I hate that shit. I've had arguments in kickboxing gyms over this. Just because I'm bigger don't mean you could go crazy. Yo, wow. You hit me at 100%. Yeah, I could take more, but then when I want to hit you at 100%, whoa, chill. Whoa. You throwing one kick is like throwing a whole, what did the nigga say? A jug of water at him. I'm like, but this nigga could kick me in my face at full strength, nigga. But there's the size difference. That's really what it is. He's not going to really feel what Jake Paul is doing. You got to have a like tremendous amount of power in order to make him feel something. Also, Jake Paul is backing up. Jake Paul is not dropping this nigga on his back foot. He's not Anderson Silva. Not something he can do. If Jake Paul wanted to knock out Anthony Joshua, he should have been moving forward. You got to get in there. Some body shots. I didn't see a good hook to the body this whole damn fight. That's what you really supposed to do, nigga. You supposed to get in there with him. Weather the storm. Take the punches. Not necessarily to the face, but you get your shit in there and get in there. Right? Make sure your guard is up. I'm telling you, I'm really good at that because I mix 52 blocks fighting style into my boxing. So people try to get aggressive. I throw an elbow a certain way and knuckles is broke.
Even though he caught the guy more flush, it's like it really didn't do anything, and the counterpunch probably hurt Jake much more there. Here was probably the best jab that Jake had all night. But really, guys, it's like you're playing Pokemon and you're going up against a much higher level. Like, you keep trying your hardest, you keep doing these attacks, and it's just not very effective. And in the first...
You're doing this in and out, but you're not doing in and out fighting, bro. You should be doing more jabs, more head movement. And also, that just is stupid because he has the height and left advantage. So going in and out is really stupid.
First couple of rounds, people were not happy as Jake spent more time.
Slip and rip. That's what you gotta do when you find someone that's bigger. Get in there, be real tight with it. And then when you get in the inside, fuck them up. I mean, I'm telling you, expert boxers and coaches will say this. Once you get in there, you got access to his body and you need to let off 7 these combos. Rip his body apart. You're going to start wearing him down. And now he's going to be real hesitant to throw his jab. Oh, man, I'm getting mad technical.
On his knees than Monica Lewinsky. Other than that, he was really just kind of running around the ring for his life, ducking and dodging and pretty much taking a dive anytime that he was in danger. And it got to a point where the referee had to say this.
Rough tackles gotta stop, okay? The fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay? You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules, okay?
So that really says it all. Fans did not pay to see this shit. We paid to see Jake get flatlined. And boy, did Christmas ever come early, guys. Ooh.
Hurt him with the graze.
Ooh.
Boom.
And obviously that was the final blow. I do have a couple of angles here for your viewing pleasure. Ooh. He said, woo! I mean, honestly, I don't even know how the guy stayed up. I thought he was going to do like the Daffy Duck. I mean, the sheer fact that Jake did not get put to sleep by that straight tells you that his chin is actually pretty crazy. Ooh.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think the guy
That
had
shit
ever
was
been punched like that
flush.
before in his life. I mean, that's just some crazy
That was
power. How about
clean.
one last one for the kids back home?
Alex, he set him up with a level change, bro. Like, if I was to show you some of my Muay Thai fights, that's what I used to catch people with. A lot of Muay Thai fighters are not used to that. If you do it from a boxing stance, that jab to that body, they're gonna guard like that, whole face exposed. And you could go crazy with the hook or the straight. I've knocked people out like that. But that's like expert level boxing shit. Jake Paul didn't know that. Well, he was so afraid. When you doing this pose, that's the mama don't beat me pose. When like, your mom's whipping you with the belt and you do this and you then do the Heinzman, you do the Heinzman pose like you Al Bundy and shit. Like your leg, putting your leg up is gonna make it hurt. That's what he's doing. He putting his leg up to make it hurt less and it's not working. His hand should have been up here. If you scared, you fight somebody that's a power puncher, your guard needs to be more up. But not too high because then you expose your body.
I mean, this still
But it looks
shot,
like he
guys,
had-
really says it all. I mean, this motherfucker's face is being totally rearranged. Now, after the
Nice
fight,
jaw
Jake would
broke.
tweet out, double broken jaw, give me Canelo in 10 days, showing off this x-ray, and yeah, he got his shit fucked up. Like I said, it was amazing that he did not get put to sleep, so if anything, that's like still the thing that people are going to want to see in the future. And I will say, I do think he did well enough in this fight that he will still be a pretty big draw, but he can't go back to like fighting bums after this, so I don't know, maybe
I was a former champion too, by the way. Just not a boxing champion.
the only like person that would be somewhat on his level would be like a Tommy Fury rematch. That
I would love to see that. I would like to see him versus KSI. I would like to see him versus Salt Poppy. There's a few people I think that it would be entertaining, you know what I mean? Shit, I could beat Jake Paul.
That's kind of what I
That's
want
what I
to
just
see,
seen.
especially now that Jake has more
Get him
fights
with the
under his
technique.
belt. Now, like I said, Jake spent a lot of time in this fight on his knees. I thought when he got hit below the belt, it was total bullshit. And I don't know why they weren't deducting points from him the entire match. I mean, he had this guy Jake in all types of compromising positions. I mean, I won't even go into detail about what's going on here. And yes, this was pretty much Jake the
Yeah, that nigga was shooting for takedowns like Joe St. Pierre. That's crazy.
entire fight, holding on for dear life. And here was where you knew the fight was really over as he starts stumbling around. I don't know if his legs were cramping or what, but it's kind of like
And you can tell you don't know boxing. He got grazed with the earlier punch.
pretty much Jake the entire fight, holding
I think Joshua threw an overhand that grazed him, and Jake was trying to like act like it didn't hurt, but his legs wasn't underneath him. That happens a lot.
on for dear life. And here was where you knew the fight was really over as he starts stumbling around. I don't know if his legs were cramping or what, but it's kind of like watching a, lion hunt down an injured gazelle right here.
Like, when you afraid or you getting your ass beat, you do whatever is your instinct. A lot of people who forget that Logan Paul and Jake Paul were wrestlers, right? They did like high school wrestling back in the day. So this is what you're seeing. Every time this nigga's about to get hurt, he shoots for the takedown. This is stuff that you have to drill out of your system. You could tell he never did a Shark Tank in his life. You don't know what that means is when they put you in there with like 5 to 6 fresh fighters, and every round they rotate the fighter, so you're getting more and more tired and everyone else is getting rest. That can break you, or it can make you stronger and then start training your instincts a little bit better to where bare minimum your hands will be up and you'll continue fighting.
Like I said, just hanging on for dear
Even
life
if
to
you're hurt.
daddy's leg. And this was the exact moment right here that he knew he fucked up. And I do feel like in typical Jake Paul fashion, obviously he wants to sell the fight, but I do think both before and during he was more concerned with trolling Anthony Joshua than realistically trying to beat him. I guess this is his way of trying to get into Joshua's head, but honestly the guy seemed completely composed throughout the entire preliminary things, and he was really on a mission. Like, this guy was not going to be stopped. Honestly, I think that he could have beat him much earlier in the fight, but I think he obviously wanted to give the fans a show. And yeah, throughout Jake was just trying to taunt him, but it doesn't really work when you are getting your ass kicked. And
He
also,
lucky is like his tongue didn't get, like, I guess you could say, bit off. You're doing all that tongue movement, you can hit with an uppercut.
Running around the ring, grabbing Daddy's leg. He just kept trying to do this shit with his tongue the entire time. To which eventually Joshua was like, put that bloody tongue back in your fucking mouth. And also next time maybe get a tongue scrubber. And of course, once again, that boy Logan had to rush in there to get his face on the camera. Do I look good in the shot? They did ask him before the fight who he thought was going to win.
You got a prediction for the fight, Logan?
It'll be a knockout for sure. Obviously, I'm saying a Jake Paul knockout, and I don't see this fight going more than 3 rounds, bro.
And obviously, I don't blame him for the prediction. He's not going to go against his own brother. But I think this picture tells the harsh reality of what he was really thinking. I mean, I'm sure he was scared to death for the guy. But still, during the fight, he had to be annoying as possible, sitting ringside. Telling him he lost every single round when
he was winning every single round, and he knocked him the fuck out at the end.
Obviously, Jake was getting dog walked. He was in there running a fucking marathon. And I'm telling you guys, Logan's dedication to trying to steal the spotlight and make things about him, I mean, to me, it's almost like admirable at this point.
I said Jake Paul should fight Canelo. You another person I want to see him just get dog walked. I mean, the size difference would be better than him versus Anthony Joshua, but Canelo was maybe up until recently. Did he win that last fight? No, he didn't. Up until recently, he was known as like #1 in boxing overall. There's no way Jake Paul stands a chance with Canelo. Hell no. But that'd be a better fight than him versus Joshua. Let me see. Is your pick? Display pick is Nate Diaz. Shout outs to the Diaz brothers. Oh, so how you doing, Ash? How are you?
Like, bro, can you just let your brother be the main character for once?
Yeah, he always does that. I've said that since day one. He always does that. That shit is weird. Like, he'll be in there. In fact, this is more toned down. Like, I've seen him get in the ring with a jacket that said Prime on it, holding 2 Prime bottles. I think that's the brand that him and KSI has. Like some kind of energy drink or whatever. This nigga be wilding out with the promotion. Nigga, this is not about you. It's not your fight. Get out of here.
Now, Ryan Garcia would chime in saying, I think the Tank would have done him worse. And that's probably just this guy's ego talking. I mean, lately he's been more of a streamer than a buck.
No, it's true. I think a Tank would have did him way worse. Tank might have knocked him out first round just because. Crazy. That nigga picks his shots and he hits hard as fuck. Tank been dropping people and picking his shots since he was a child. There's clips of him training. Nigga had to be like 8 or 9 years old, boxing another kid, and you could see the shit in his eyes. He times it, drops the kid. Same thing he does to this day. This nigga is a certain level of boxer where it's like you had to have been training since you was a kid to be able to beat this nigga. The Gervonta Davises, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Muhammad Ali's. These niggas that live and breathe boxing since birth. Nigga, you not gonna beat them easily, especially if you just started boxing in your 20s. Not happening.
Sir, and I think he's really just saying this because obviously he lost to Gervonta. Now, I did have to get some
Or Gervonta would just beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
I'd hate action in on this video. As they were saying, Jack Doherty was up in the nosebleeds. I also found Anderson Silva's knockout of Tyron Woodley hilarious.
Jones, Anderson Silva.
Yeah, that's funny. He did an old school trick.
Baiting him with the leg.
I bet they get the
Oh, man.
That's an Anthony Joshua-esque right uppercut there, David. Hey, it was
I mean, this guy's got him put to sleep more times than a fucking baby at this point. I honestly think our guy should just stick to acting in Cobra Kai. Other than
Nigga, what y'all think was gonna happen? I don't care how old Anderson Silva is. He's one of the greatest strikers of all time. Not in MMA, not in kickboxing, not in boxing, of everything. This nigga is one of the greatest strikers in the history of martial arts. The shit he's done, no one else has been able to do in kickboxing, MMA, and boxing. He's incredible. So no matter what age he is, I think he could pull a trick out his hat that would catch you and then put you to sleep. Shit, he was on his way out and about to retire when he fought Israel Adesanya. And if you watch that match, that shit was like high level striking of both of them going for certain things, making the other person miss by just a little bit, coming back with their combo. Like Anderson Silva is one of the greatest. Tyron Woodley, somebody that was a wrestler with punching power, never going to be able to outbox him.
And that, much like the audience here, I did not see this fight, but I did feel bad for this guy because they did not allow him to get a single word in after he won his debut.
Congratulations, Miami, your winner, Kino Marley. We ran out of time, sorry. Don't worry about a thing.
I also
And isn't that what they didn't allow him? Say it. The fuck? Ariel, which is one of the nicest people on earth. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of his. I've met this nigga in real life, in the streets, and just ran into him and talked to him and all that. Really cool person. That nigga will give you a moment to say something, but if you just stuck like, nigga, say it. You didn't think you should have just started saying what you had to say?
I thought this IG
You don't have
cloud
that much
chaser
time.
at the end of the match was hilarious. I mean, god damn, she was fighting for her life trying to get in that shot, trying to get the perfect story.
She OD'd.
The face has more plastic than the fucking Atlantic Ocean. This guy was in there drunk as fuck trying to give his girl backstrokes on national TV. And yes, this is what Jake is going to be seeing in his nightmares for quite some time.
It was game over for Jake.
What do you think was gonna
I mean,
happen?
I do still have to hand it to Jake in a lot of ways for even stepping into the ring. I think
Nigga, if I was getting in some serious shit, I would probably have to drop a weight class. And mind you, I competed at heavyweight. If I was the box, I'm not competing at heavyweight.
the guy was like 30 or 40 pounds heavier
height.
than him. Obviously, he's been a
Advantage is too
world-class
crazy.
boxer in the past. The guy was an Olympic gold medal winner. But yes, I think the only thing left now is to see Jake, like, actually get knocked out cold. Like, the fact that he still remained conscious, I think will keep people interested in his future fights.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
yes, the audience did
You just
finally
wanna
get
see
what
this
we all
nigga get
came to
killed.
see. I want to see Jake fight Tommy Fury next. Y'all let me know down
I
below
love
who you
that.
would want his next opponent to be.
Nigga, KSI. I would love to see him fight Conor McGregor. Right? There's a few matches. I would love to see him versus Logan Paul. There's a few matches that I think would be pretty good for him. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. There you go.